In example 3, we have some data here, and we're going to create a dot plot from that. Now, a dot plot is different than a scatter plot. For a scatter plot, you're going to need two variables, like an x and a y, or two lists, L1 or L2. And here we don't have that. We just have one set of numbers, so we only have one variable. To create a dot plot is going to vertically show how many pieces of data match that number. And so if we take a look here, the lowest one we've got is looks to be 5, and then the highest one we have is 11. So what we need to do first is actually draw a little number line here, and we'll try to draw that down here. So we're going to go with 5. We'll do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'll have to extend my line a little bit, and then 11. You just want to capture all of your data. Once again, make sure your tick marks are evenly spaced as best as you can. And then the amount that each one goes up by has to be the same. So from left to right, we're increasing by 1 for each tick mark, and that has to remain the same. What we're going to do now is actually plot the data. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my data here and figure out how many pieces of data fit for each one of those numbers. So if I look at 5, and I'm going to cross it off when I use it, I only see one 5. So I'm only going to put one dot for 5. If I look at 6, I see 1, 2, 3 6s. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 for the 6. Make sure you try to space those out evenly as best as you can. The vertical piece is going to show us the data. And so we want to make sure that our data is not stretched or compressed and that we can compare the data. And to do that, we need to do this as precisely as we can. So let's do 7 now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sevens. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The little dots. Each dot represents each individual data point. The next would be 8. So I'm going to go 1, 2 for the 8s. So that'll be 1, 2. And try to make sure that those are in the same horizontal line. Like if there's 2 dots, it should be, here, here, and here. That should be a flat horizontal line. It shouldn't wobble up and down. Also for the 9 here, we've got 1, 2 9s. So that'll look just the same as the 8. And then we've got 1, 10 and 1, 11. So now we've taken this data, one variable data, and we kind of get a picture, like a graphical picture of what's going on. So sometimes a dot plot is nice to see where that data lies. At the bottom here, we get to find the mean, median, or mode, whichever one we'd like to. I think the mode is going to be the easiest one actually for this. And the reason is we can visually see that the highest column is 7. So it has the most pieces of data in that column. There are 8 sevens, and that's the one that's repeated the most, which is the mode. Could you find the mean or the median? Sure, you could do that. But the easiest one here is going to be the mode.